Hello all, welcome to online class. As an online teaching initiative by our college, I would like to explain the subject product and brand management through this video. Product management is an interdisciplinary role that reaches across teams to plan, design and continuously bring better product to market. Product managers are responsible for setting a product vision, defining a product strategy and developing a roadmap that meets both company's goals and users' needs. For the better understanding on the subject matter, it is important for us to understand certain basic concepts about product and brand. So let us move with the basic concepts of product and brand. So what is a product? A product is the item offered for sales. A product can be a service or an item. It can be physical or in virtual or in cyber form. Every product is made at a cost and reach to its customer at a price. The price that can be charged depends upon the market, the quality of the product, the marketing efforts, and the segment that is targeted. A product needs to be relevant. Relevant to whom? To the users, obviously, as it has to satisfy consumers' needs and wants. A product needs to be communicated. Communicated to its target segment, to its potential users, by advertising and building a brand. A product needs a name that we call as branding. A product should be adaptable with the changing times, with the changing trends, and with the changes in the segment. A product is anything that can be sold or that can be bought. It can be tangible, it can be intangible. It can be in a cyber form. Here it is important to understand the basic features of product. Every product or service has a purpose. For example, the purpose of an oven is to bake raw food, but not all ovens have the same feature and benefits. The uniqueness of a product or a service can set it apart from the competition. Features can communicate the capability of a product or a service, but features are only valuable if consumers see those particular features as valuable. You want products or service with features which customers perceive as valuable benefits. By highlighting benefits in marketing and sales efforts, you will increase your sales or profits. Let us understand levels of product. Now, what are 5 levels of product? Starting from core benefit. The core benefit is the fundamental need or want that customer satisfies when they buy a product. For example, the core benefit of a hotel is to provide somewhere to rest or sleep. Second, generic product. The generic product is a basic version of the product made up of only those features necessary for it to function. In an example of hotel, this could mean a bed, a towel, a bathroom, a mirror, and a wardrobe. Third, the expected level of product. The expected level of product is set of features that the customers expect when they buy the product. In an example of hotel, this would include clean sheet, some clean towels, Wi-Fi, a clean bathroom. To the next augmented product level, which refers to any variation, extra feature or service that helps differentiate the product from its competitors. In our example of hotel, this could be the inclusion of other services or free map of a town that generally reception area provides. The potential product includes all augmentations and transformations the product might undergo in future. In simple language, this means that to continue to surprise and delight your customers. In our example of hotel, this could mean a different gift placed in the room each time a consumer stays, or some personalization or customization that a customers expect and without their saying the services is being provided. That's the potential product. The 5 product level model provides a way to show the different levels of needs that customers have for a product. It can be useful in helping organizations understand their customers. A product can be classified into durable products, consumer products, and business products. The durability aspects explains the long lasting, the perishables, and the services. The consumer products include convenience products, that is, you hardly take a decision or those are impulse buying. Shopping products, where you seek variety and you have multiple options to choose from. Specialty products, the special editions or the luxury items. And unsought products, those you don't buy out of needs or wants. Those are the products you generally don't identify the necessity, but the necessity arises over a period of time, or these necessities are being identified by the marketers through heavy marketing tools. Business products include raw material, parts, manufactured materials, the machineries, the installments, equipments, the suppliers and business processes requirement, that is maintenance and repair items. Those are the products that actually facilitate the business operations and the manufacturing operations. A company usually sells different type of products. For example, Coca-Cola has about 3,500 plus product brands in its portfolio. These different product brands are also known as product lines. Combination of all these product lines constitutes the product mix. Product mix also is known as a product assortment. It's the total number of product lines that a company offers to its customers. The product lines may range from one to many, and the company may have different products under same product lines. All these product lines, when grouped together, form a product mix of a company. A product mix is a subset of the marketing mix and is an important part of a business model of a company. The product mix has the following dimensions. It is important for us to understand all these dimensions, so let us move further. And product mix is the assortment of products that a company offers to a market. Width refers to how many products, or that is how many different products that one company offers. Length is the number of items in that product mix. Depth is number of variants offered in a business line or a product line. And consistency is how closely the product lines are related to each other. Let us understand this with an example. On screen what you see is a small example of ITC company and its product mix. The food, cigarette, lifestyle, retail, education and stationery happens to be the different product lines that company offers. This product line, that is food, cigarette, lifestyle and education, is the width of the company. The bigger the product lines the company has, the width is bigger. Depth is within that particular product line how many numbers of item company holds. In case of this example, in cigarette product line, the company has Gold Flakes, Classic, India Kings. The length is the total number of products or brand within this product mix. And consistency refers to how closely each product line, that is food related to cigarettes, related to lifestyle, related to education and stationery, how these lines are inconsistent with each other in terms of usage. That was a small crisp understanding on products. Now moving towards what is product management. The day-to-day task involved a wide variety of strategic and tactical tools as product management. The word product management comes up pretty often, even from experienced business people. One reason is that product management encompasses a wide ranging area of responsibilities. Most product managers or product owners do not take on all these responsibilities, but most product professionals spend the majority of their time focused on conducting research, developing strategies, communicating plans, coordinating developments, acting on feedback and data analysis. So what is product management? This presentation shall seek answers to the following question. on what do product managers do, who does the product management, and how does one become a product manager. So what is product management? Product management is an organization's function within a company dealing with new product development, business justifications, planning, verification, forecasting, pricing, product launch, and marketing of product or products at all the stages of product life cycle. Similarly, product life cycle management integrates people, data, processes, and business system. It provides product information for companies and their extended supply chain enterprise. So, for a better understanding of what exactly is product management, let us move further. The slide explains product management, that is, it is a process of conceiving, planning, developing, testing, launching, delivering, and withdrawing products in the market. It has got everything to do with the product and its management. The task can be divided into internal task and external task. The internal task is all about managing the team. An external task is all about looking into the supply chain and how product reaches the market. The upstream task is about planning, development, and launch. The downstream tasks are ongoing product lifecycle management. Product management's purpose is to create customer value plus measurable business benefits. It is about identifying unsolved customer problems. It is also about creating product experiences to satisfy your consumers. Above all, it is important to withstand your competition. Designing a product that meets the customer's requirement is one aspect. To fight the competition is another aspect. After all, you are running businesses and profits for your company, so it is the utmost important task that you have to withstand the competition. So what are the benefits of having a great product management in an organization? A good product management delivers products that meets the requirement of your customers. It means that you are earning more profits and you are increasing your revenues. Why? Because you are meeting up your customers' requirements. A good product management ensures delighted customers, and we all know that a good delighted customers is generating word of mouth referrals and generating more customers, and more customers means more business, more revenues, more profits. Capturing and owning markets for a longer term is only possible with a good product management. Product management often serves as an interdisciplinary role, bridging gaps within the company between teams of different expertise, most notably between engineering-oriented teams and commercially oriented teams. For example, product managers often translate business objectives set for a product by marketing or sales into engineering requirements, sometimes called a technical specification. They may work to explain the capabilities and limitations of the finished product back to marketing and sales, sometimes called as a commercial specification. Product managers may also have one or more direct reports who manage operational tasks, or change managers who can oversee new initiatives. Manufacturing is separate from research function. The product manager has the responsibility to bridge the gap, if any exist. Product management is typically divided into three parts, that is strategic product management, tactical product management, and go-to-the-market product management. Now, what is strategic product management? Strategic product management encompasses about identifying problems, identifying persona, identifying the scenario, and how you do this by interviewing the market. Why you do this? Because you strategize your market, you strategize your product, you innovate, you build, and that is what strategic product management is all about. Then comes tactical product management. Tactical product management is responsible for development of a product, designing and engineering of teams that develop user-friendly prototypes and products, undertaking reviews, meetings, and seeking approvals. That is technical product management. Then comes go-to-market product management. Go-to-market product management is responsible for product launch, marketing plans, marketing efficiency, customer maintenance, reference customers, opinion leaders, sales to buying process, support sales services, etc. That is actually selling the product to the market. So that these are three tasks of product management. So in all, product managers like to solve problems. It is product managers who spend time understanding what customers want, what they need, and design accordingly products and services to satisfy those needs and wants. It is them who develop solutions that solves problems of consumers, filling up the gap in the market and satisfying needs and wants of people. Product managers have a duty to deliver and maintain financial benefits to the business. That is, they are filling up the gap in the market, but seeing that the business objectives are also met. Product managers see things differently. So here you see, the carpenter doesn't want a drill. What he wants is a hole. Now how does a product manager sees it? We can clearly see over here there is a problem that what we need is, the carpenter's need is a hole. Now looking at this problem, it's not that easy. The carpenter is also concerned with multiple factors, that is the speed, the accuracy, the safety, ease of using, reliability, where to purchase, how I can access it, the price also matters over here, and the after sales support services also matter. So what exactly is the job of a product manager over here? Now here the action comes around, that is what exactly a product manager does. It identifies all this criteria and designs a product that to the maximum can satisfy needs and want of a carpenter, looking into mind the business aspect of its company, keeping into mind the finances, the cost as well, and also earning profits for the company. Now that explains what exactly product management and how or what exactly a product manager does. This is a small introduction on product management and what exactly a product manager does.